Insights for the Informed Investor.
Warren Buffett has done it again. He bought stocks, and this time he didn't just sell. Just last month, Buffett sold shares of Bank of America worth $10.5 billion. As a result, Berkshire Hathaway reduced its stake in Bank of America to 9.99%. This 9.99% is no coincidence. In fact, Buffett made a strategic decision. As long as his stake in a company is below 10%, he does not have to disclose his transactions within a few days, but can do so quarterly. This flexibility gives him an advantage that he now knows how to use. Interestingly, Buffett has so far not reinvested most of the money from these divestments in other stocks. As a result, Berkshire Hathaway's cash ratio is at an all-time high. But now he has decided to invest at least part of the gains from the recent sales in another company. The company Buffett invested in October is not an unknown one. Sirius XM already in the second quarter of 2024, when he divested from numerous stocks like Apple, Chevron, and Bank of America, he bought some shares of Sirius XM. And now, as we can see from the latest 13F filings, he has bought more. But what exactly are these 13F filings? 13F filings are reports that institutional investment managers managing more than $100 million are required to submit to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC). Since Warren Buffett's assets under management are higher, we can regularly take a look at what he and Berkshire Hathaway are doing. And here, it gets exciting again. If you hold more than 10% in a company, you have to submit these reports within a few days, not quarterly, which is the case with Sirius XM. So Warren Buffett has further increased his stake in Sirius XM, even though he recently divested from many other investments. Between October 16th and October 18th, he bought 3.6 million shares. As of October 18th, he now held over 110 million Sirius XM shares in his portfolio. There are about 385 million shares outstanding, which means that about 30% of them are in Berkshire Hathaway's portfolio. This corresponds to an investment value of just over $3 billion. The investment in Sirius XM is remarkable because the company is currently facing some challenges. Sirius XM's stock price has dropped by 51% in 2024, reaching a 12-year low of $22.18 on October 7th. Despite these setbacks, Buffett remains confident and continues to increase his stake. The stock appeared to be recovering in July, but met resistance at its 200-day moving average. Options traders are currently betting heavily on calls, indicating that many investors expect a recovery or that short positions are being hedged. This movement shows the growing interest of investors in Sirius XM, even though the company is currently going through challenging market conditions. 17+ source, 18+ source. Sirius XM is an American satellite radio provider. It broadcasts commercial-free music, live sports, news, and other entertainment across numerous channels. Sirius XM has about 33 million subscribers in the U.S., and more than 130 million vehicles are equipped with Sirius XM radio. In November 2023, the stock value plummeted, but Buffett continued to hold on to the stock and is now buying more. Warren Buffett thinks very long-term, and the lower stock value has likely made it more attractive to him than during his initial purchase in November 2023. Earnings per share have grown by an average of 16.6% over the past 10 years. Revenue per share grew by 15.3% in the same period, and free cash flow increased by 8.5%. The current dividend yield is 3.87% per year. The enterprise value is $18.66 billion, while the current market capitalization is $9.4 billion. Dividing the enterprise value by EBITDA gives about 7, meaning that Sirius XM earns its enterprise value in about 7 years. The P/E ratio is currently 8.4, the Shiller P/E ratio is only 12, and the PS ratio is about 1.17. Considering these values, the stock is very cheaply valued. The only slight downside is the long-term debt, which amounts to just under $9 billion. Total debt is currently even $13.3 billion, while net income is about $1.2 billion. Based on my analysis, the company should be able to pay off its debts in about 6 years. With total debt, it is 11.08 years, and with long-term debt excluding short-term liabilities, it is still 7.5 years. This is still acceptable, but means the company bears some risk. Buffett's decision to invest in Sirius XM despite the challenges shows his long-term approach and confidence that the company will regain value. This investment is clearly based on the company's strong subscriber numbers and growth potential in the audio entertainment market. What do you think about Sirius XM? Is the stock worth adding a few shares to your portfolio? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your feedback. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any new videos. See you next time.